most of the time, you are bothered about sin. You don't want to sin against God. I'm talking about people who have consciousness. So based on your consciousness, you don't want to sin against God. And this has led to a lot of misunderstanding. People don't understand what is sin. And you need to know that there are about 4 words that are synonymous that might look alike. When we mention the word sin, it usually brings a lot of arguments. So some people don't know what is the meaning of sin. You will hear words like, is masturbation a sin? Is smoking a sin? Is drinking a sin? Is it a sin to go to club? Is it a sin to, several words, because people don't know what is the meaning of sin. There are 4 words that look alike. We have sin, crime, offense, and bad habits. So what are the differences? Let me explain. Now, sin is an offense against God. Sin simply means you did something that God does not like. Sin means you broke the rules of God. So God set a method of operation, and you went against that method of operation. So that is what we call sin. So you are breaking God's rule, God's authority, God's agenda. You understand? When you go against God's laid down rules and regulation, you have committed a sin. A crime is going against the rules and regulation of the government. It's an offense against the government. So when you do something that the government has said you should not do, then you have sinned, or you have committed a crime rather. You have committed a crime. So it is going against the rules and regulation of the government. So that's when you say you have committed a crime. Now, an offense is going against what people believe, what people like, or what people do not like. When you go against people, you have offended them. So you can do something your wife does not like, you have offended your wife. You do something your neighbor does not like, you offended your neighbor. Say, so you have offended them, you did something they don't like. Do you understand it? Offense is going against the rules and regulation of people around you, the likes and dislikes of people around you. So those things might not actually be something bad, but it's what that particular person is against that person's rules of operation. So when you go against them, you have offended that person. Now, bad habits is going against the rules and regulation of your own body. Do you understand it? So when you have a bad habit, you are doing something that is against your own self. So like when you have smoking, it's a bad habit. It is against your body, the cleanliness of your body. So it is not a sin against God. It is not an offense against a human being. It is not a crime against a country or the government of the land, but it's an offense against your own body. Are you getting it? Like masturbation is an offense against your own body, not like you are going against the normal routes of coming. So you are not following that normal procedure. So it is not an offense against God. God is not angry that you masturbated because it has nothing to do with it, but it could affect your own body. Like adultery. Are you getting all these things I'm telling you now? So there are several activities like that falls in several categories of either crime, offense, bad habits, or sin. So not everything is sin. You have sinned. You have sinned. No. Some might not be sin. Like when someone dresses illicit dressing, excuse me, you are half naked, you wear revealing clothes that shows your cleavage, your stomach, your belly button, your bum, is an offense against people, not an offense against God. Are you getting it? So the society might frown at it. Like, what's it doing? Well, are you okay? You are a married woman. You are not responsible. So it's an offense against the society, not an offense against God. You will not go to hellfire or God will punish you for this thing that you wore. So not everything that is a crime is a sin. And not everything that is a sin is a crime. Not everything that is an offense is a sin. Not everything that is an offense is a crime. So if I do not greet my neighbor now, God is not angry with me, the government of the land is not angry, but my neighbor might be angry. If we have Christmas or Ilea and I do not share food for my neighbors might be offended and angry. It's an offense, so I've offended them because they expect me to do that. But the government of the land is not a crime. To God is not an offense, so it's not a sin. Are you getting it now? So let's now stay within the confines of sin. So now, for instance, if the government places out an order, maybe a curfew, and says nobody should go out today until 7 p.m. So everybody should stay at home. Now, if you choose to go out by 3 p.m. in the afternoon and it's not 7 p.m. yet, you have committed